Welcome back to the channel, guys. So we got one been looking at doing a review of for a while. Had it in the collection for a little bit. It got to that fill level to where, we figured it'd be time to give it a real whiskey Couyons review. So Penelope Architect. Penelope Bourbon Whiskey, guys. This one's the Penelope Architect. So this is the first Penelope official review we do of Penelope here on the Whiskey Couyons channel, but this one's the Architect. It happens to be built too. This one's finished in French oak staves. So there's plenty of, in the channel we've had plenty of, like in the collection, we've had plenty of Penelopes. We kind of went through like the original Penelope, the white label, which I think is at 80 proof and maybe 83 proof. We've had cast strengths. They have different versions of cast strength. There's Penelope Toasted. I think each state may have had like a Penelope. I've seen a Penelope Toasted Louisiana. They have Penelope Toasted Arkansas. So each little state has an allocation for it. They do a lot of cast finishes. They had a rosé cast finish Penelope. But they do different like cast finishes. That's kind of their thing. But this one comes in at 104 proof. So it's 52%. They go into the back of talking about working with I'm not gonna pronounce this guy's name. A French guy in collaboration. He's a market leader in oak barrel manufacturing, and they do something called an oak scan, which I'm not going to get into the science of that. It's just how they pick different staves to use in this whiskey and get whatever flavor profile they're trying to achieve in the whiskey. So right off the color of it, I mean, it's a typical bourbon color. You get that caramel amber hue that Willie Nelson likes to talk about in his songs, but pretty color on it. I mean, it's a bourbon. Right off the nose. So right off the nose on this one, I get like a youthful graininess, and it doesn't state the age statement on it. I think this is from what I looked up online, I think it's 4 to 5 years. It's an MGP product, so it's sourced from MGP, and it's sent over to Bardstown, where Penelope kind of bottles it and ages it. So definitely caramel corn. You get like a Cracker Jack, like right when you open the Cracker Jack box. Little hint of brown sugar. And that oak comes out. But the caramel corn is like grainy. It's almost like a youthful kind of nose to it. A little touch of red apple. But like French oak, right whenever you smell it, you get the presence of French oak. So you get almost like that, I said caramel corn, but it's got a creaminess to it. And spice that you would get from a lot of like French oak stuff. It's apparent right whenever you get into it on the nose, though. But it does smell kind of youthful. Like you get like a younger bourbon. With it only being 4 to 5 years. I mean, that's a decent age for a bourbon, but let's get into the taste, guys. So you do get a youthfulness, like a graininess, right on first taste. It does open up to, man, it gets vanilla cream towards the middle of it. You get all the barrel spices. And that finish is great. I mean, it goes to like a creamy French vanilla cream finish that you would get from, if you're a coffee person and you like your French vanilla, like coffee creamer, you get that French vanilla at the end. The finish is great on it. I like this though. It's a drinkable whiskey for me. I like for me it's the finish. And it's the French vanilla of it. We've had Penelope products. I didn't really care for it personally. The white label. We had the cask strength. I thought the cask strength was very young. It drank like fire to me. Like I don't even know what the proof. I think the proof didn't come in super high. I want to say it was like the 110s, maybe 118, 120. But it drank hot for what it was. I've had, whiskeys that was 120 to 130 that was great. I mean, it drank lower than what it should be. This one, I seen the Penelopes. They kind of drink higher than what they should be. But for all the ones I've had, the Architect is probably the better of the ones I've had for Penelope products. Ryan's tried it. We came over. He really didn't care for it too much. He thought maybe it was too youthful for him. He said it had a little sting to it. It's 104 proof. I find it drinks like 104 proof. He thought it drank a little hotter, which that's what I thought about the cask strength products that Penelope had. So to each their own, though. I mean, it's a 4-grain whiskey, so it's got I want to say it's a little wheat to it. It's corn, wheat, rye, and barley. But for this one, the finish wins it for me. So I'm not a huge fan of Penelope products, but out of any one that I'd buy the Penelope Architect. So it comes in about $60 for the price range on it, $60, $65. Reason why I bought this one, there was a sale at the place I went to. The store I went to had it for $50. So at $50, I figured we'd pull the trigger and try it out. But being a Penelope product, I was kind of on the fence on it, but I'm glad I did because it's a good whiskey. For $60 price range, I possibly would buy it again at this $60 price range. But if you look at what's out there at $60, I mean, if you're a bourbon guy and you like to explore and taste different flavors, I think this would be one to pick up. If you don't drink whiskey a whole lot, or if you like whiskey but you stick to your stuff, and Redbreed at 50, Old Forester 1920 at 60. I mean, it is what it is. But for the price range, I think they're where they should be at. Honestly, I like it though. And like I said, that finish does it for me. Other than that, the downside of it would be the youthful flavor of it, the graininess that you get from a lot of younger whiskeys. But I like it though. I really do. But Whiskey Couyons rating on it. So plus sizes, plus positives on it. I think it's priced right. Complexity, it's got that French vanilla finish is where it wins it all day. It's got that creaminess to it. So if you like French oak finished whiskeys or any kind of French oak aspects of the whiskey, that's where it's at. This would be one for you. I'm gonna go and give it an even 7. So 7 out of 10. So I mean, it's decent to break the 7s, I think. Ryan didn't like it at all. He told me what he gave the rating of. He's like, oh, I'd give this a whatever. I forget what it was, but it definitely wasn't a 7 out of 10. But I like it though. You know, it's a drinkable whiskey. Out of all the brands, Penelope might not be one of my favorite brands out there, but this is definitely my favorite expression that they make. So, but that's it. Check us out, guys. Whiskey Couyons. We got more stuff coming out in the pipeline as far as different whiskeys to review. Check us out on our Facebook page, Whiskey Couyons. And if you like what we're doing, if you've had some Penelope products, what's your favorite Penelope product? If you've had the Architect, let us know what you think. Hit that like button, subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next video.